springtime.
All right. I think this might be.
Okay. This is rolling, so
Remember
we're good.
who worked in the very first episode? Yeah, okay.
All right, Jen. Awesome. Good for you. How did that go for you?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm going to open this one up to you because we've had some time together and, we've done this before. So I want to know, what was your intention coming into this and did you achieve those things?
I excelled in the things I wanted to.
So what are some of the things that you've been working on?
Just conveying, like, being able to actually convey what I want, what I have in here. So like stylistic changes, dynamics, character, all of that. I just like want to get it from here, like out.
Right. So let's open it up to the people that actually did it. Because I say that because all this, everybody, right, it's working really well, right? Navigating very well, excellent pattern, very clear. So I want to ask you, did you feel like she was communicating some thoughts to you and that you felt engaged with it? Joe's nodding. Raina, go ahead.
No, I thought you did communicate some, but sometimes I wish they were like more effective.
There we go, right? And I think we even talked about this the other day, the idea of stage makeup, right? That if you're performing to the crowd out there and you're that operatic singer, you have to make it larger than life in order for that person to understand. Or as it were, that people that are sitting right here. Aaron, did you have a thought?
It's sort of similar. I was going to say you did a lot of musical things, but maybe not the dynamic they could have been. So like the very opening, it was very Marcato, but it was small.
Yeah.
So I do feel like I can play for two small people.
Right.
Okay.
So maybe we spend our time going after the things that you really want and finding new ways to do those things.
Right.
From a technical aspect, I do want us to try the first note again.
Okay.
Did you remember what the first note sounded like?
Sort of. Not what I wanted.
Yeah.
A little chipped.
Yeah, it was chipped, right? It was
Yeah.
kind of smushed and definitely chipped.
Yeah.
So we want to give them a lot of room for resonance. That first note sounds really, really good.
Yeah.
So we'll go from the beginning.
Okay.
We'll allow you to receive this a little bit more space through the horse's mouth. Serena can get a really nice attack. And maybe we'll go for a little bit and you can think about how can I externalize the things that I want in different ways. And if it looks stupid, then who cares? But it means just trying something.
Right.
Okay, let's try.
Okay.
Man, some time's flying by, I didn't even realize. So we'll just cut to the chase. Like we were talking about the other day, you're feeling it quite a bit right here. And I want to see if we can get this involved and get it out here.
Okay.
And maybe you can give them even more room for those first couple of attacks. So these guys feel really great about what that first note tastes like.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to keep picking at this.
Yeah.
Strike it, right? Don't strike it right here, but strike it right here. So there's like at the end. Like the tip of the baton is you tasting the articulation. Better. Okay, yeah, good. It was better, right? So do it again. Keep working on that, and just think about that as you go. Where are you tasting that articulation? guess I'm
Better
goading
than
you a
the
little
first
bit.
time.
In my mind, I think that opening can be a little bit more forceful, and
Okay.
maybe you can get more contrast going into that.
Okay.
So maybe this is the beginning, and then it's a little bit more obvious about how much of the contrast that is. From them, I thought it was like mezzo forte to like mezzo piano, and I think there's more of a difference.
Okay.
Try it. So I'm stopping at each request to see, is that what you wanted? And if so, great, and if not, how can you do it differently? So what were you asking of them just then when you were giving those little impulses on 2 and 4?
Yeah, so, I don't know, I guess just like the character and the shape of them, just like, go like, oh,
Can you sing how you want them to do what that means for you?
oh, oh, oh.
Now, look at how your hands do that. I'm seeing this. Boop, boop. If that's what you intend for them to do, and I'm not going to like talk about what your interpretation is, then I probably wouldn't suggest.
Yeah, right, okay.
And in general, I think a bunch of us are noticing, maybe this isn't the best way to communicate soft.
Yeah,
Because I think this says a little bit kind of like, well, I'm a little bit scared.
Right,
Like, is
yeah.
there a way that you can find that dynamic to still be supportive? You know what I mean? I know I'm ragging on you a little
Yeah,
bit
no,
here,
it's
but
okay.
let's do these things that you want in a new way and get
Yeah.
you to experiment because you've got the technique to do it. That's why we can do this. Where's good? Maybe like upbeat to 7.
upbeat to where the tension.
And think, is every request that you're making exactly what you want, and are you getting it? So, same question. Going through B and leading into C, is that exactly the style that you wanted from them?
Not really. I was trying to give, like the people up to new markings on 1 and 3 of like the 3-4 bars, like that indication, but I don't think that came across this well.
We're pretty much out of time. Let's give you one more shot at it. And for everybody, you see kind of what we're doing in this line of questioning. How can you guide your gestures to communicate exactly musically what you want? And then if you get it, how can you give acknowledgement that it happened? Or if you don't get it, what can you do differently to be more insistent on the thing that you want? And so if you're getting the things that I'm asking you, you're getting it and you're saying yes, then maybe you can communicate to them, yeah, that was exactly it. Maybe it doesn't have to be as cheesy as this or this, but something that shows you did it. Or if you didn't, go after it.
Yeah.
Tenuto. I want tenuto, not I want tenuto. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're out of time. How about let's take B to C, and then we'll finish up.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird, you said.
Yeah, upbeat's great.
Okay.
Aaron or whoever's. So check it out and ask yourself those questions as you watch the tape. Thanks, Jen.
All right, great. Next.